Hey guys, welcome to this video, and finally it's time to tell you about the 10 cool things that you can do with Samsung Galaxy Note 8. I've been using this phone for some days now, and I have to tell you that it's brimming with features. There are so many features on this phone that it can sometimes overwhelm you. So I have made a list of 10 things that are really cool and will really help you unlock the potential of your phone. So let's get to it and take a look at these 10 features. Now the number one feature here is this navigation panel. We don't get the home button now, instead we get this navigation bar. So now you can actually play around with this navigation bar, and to do that you can go in settings, go in display, and there you can go in navigation bar. Now here you can change the color of the navigation bar. We've got few options here. I like it gray, so that's what I've chosen. And then we have got this home button here. So this works as a home button. Samsung loves to call it invisible home button, and there is a haptic feedback whenever you press it. So you get this, you feel this vibration whenever you tap on it, and it even works when the screen is off, so you can tap on it to turn on the screen as well. Now what you can do here is simply change the level of sensitivity of this home button, so you can go all the way stronger, so then you have to really tap it stronger and harder to make it work, and then you can go all the way lighter, so you have to tap it really lightly to make it work, and then you can set it in the middle somewhere. And then there is this unlock with home button feature. So if you turn it on and you are not using a fingerprint scanner or your iris scanner to unlock your phone, you can simply unlock your phone with the home button. And then you can also change the layout of the buttons here. So right now it's at back, home, and recents. You can set it to recents, home, and back as well. Now you also see this button here. So this is called hide navigation bar. So if I tap on it 2 times, it will hide the navigation bar. Now to return it back, all I have to do is swipe from the middle and tap on it twice to set it back up, and now it will not go away. Now you can also turn this feature on and off from here or from the top of the screen. So we have this option called show and hide button. You can turn it off or turn it on, depends upon what you like. Now if you have ever used a Galaxy Note device before, you know that it's a multitasking beast and it's best to use multi-window. Now Samsung has made multi-window even better on this phone, and it allows you to use 2 apps side by side right from the start. So you don't have to launch 2 apps manually. You can launch 2 apps from the start side by side. So these are called app pairs. Now here on the apps edge, you see that we have got these app pairs, and I've got quite a few of them, so we can launch 2 apps side by side. So for example, I've got Google and Chrome here. If I tap on it, it will launch Google and Chrome all together. So there we go. I have Google on the top and Chrome down below. Now I can simply tap on the home button to remove it. Now how you can create an app pair: go in apps edge, press on this button, and then from here you can tap on create app pair, and from here you can choose any of the 2 apps to work side by side. You can choose Facebook and Twitter, gallery or camera, or whatever you like. You can choose it and they will work side by side. Next up, we have got screen of memo. So screen of memo is something that allows you to take notes while your screen is turned off and your phone is locked. So right now it's locked, S Pen is inside, and I want to take a note with my S Pen. So all I have to do is pull my S Pen out and simply start taking note on this off screen. So it allows me to take note. You can use it in emergency situations. It's a very underrated feature of Galaxy Note 8, and it was on Galaxy Note 7, but I love this feature. It allows you to take notes in emergency situations, and you can really show it off to your friends and family as well if you want to do that. So it's a really cool way of doing that. So once you take the note, simply put in the S Pen and your note will be saved in the Notes app. So you're done. So the next feature that I want to mention here is called Games Launcher. So all you have to do is go in settings and go in advanced features, and here you will see this option called games. Go in here and you will see Game Launcher. Now turn it on, go back, and it will create a new folder on your home screen called Game Launcher. So what Game Launcher does is that it takes all the games on your phone and put them in this Game Launcher. So if I tap on it, you will see that all the games that I have on my phone are now in this Game Launcher. So from here I can launch these games, but there are some advantages to this Game Launcher. So I have got some buttons down here, so I can play these games with no alerts during the game, so I will not get any notifications and no alerts will interrupt the game. I can start the game in muted form, so there will be no sound and no music. And then I can launch the game in normal performance mode, in high performance mode, and in save power performance mode. So there are 3 modes. If you're really looking to save power, go for it, and if you are looking for the best performance, go for high performance mode. So now if I launch a game from here, we get some more options in the game as well. So if I swipe up from the center, we get this button here. So if I tap on it, we get some more features. So we can go all the way to full screen, so it will take all the screen real estate on this phone. So there you go, now it's a full screen app and taking the advantage of this huge screen on this phone. And then we can again turn off the alerts during the game. Hard press home button to lock, so we can use this button, and then we can lock these edges on the phones. And then from down below we can set navigation key lock, so these buttons will not work during the gameplay. We can set screen touch lock, we can take a screenshot and even record the gameplay during the game, so we can do that. And we can go in settings for further options, so we can set the shortcuts here. So we can set this shortcut here to screenshot, record and navigation key lock. And then we can go in video recorder and select an image to show up while we're recording the game, camera to record yourself, and we can select none. And then we can also choose the audio source, whether you want to record your own voice or you want to record the game sound while recording the game on the screen. And then we can also set the resolution all the way to 720p to 1080p, and we can also choose bitrate from down below. So now, as you guys know, that Galaxy Note 8 is such a big phone and it has got such a tall screen with the screen ratio of 18.5 by 9. It can sometimes get really difficult to reach top of the screen with your hand, and for that we have this one more feature on this phone, and it's called one-handed mode. So what you have to do is simply swipe towards the center of the screen from the right, lower or left edge, and there you go. That will reduce the screen size, and then you can use it with a single hand. Now you can also shift it toward the right or left with this button, but you cannot use it with an S Pen. So as soon as you take it close, it will return to the full screen. So how you can actually change this setting is by going into the settings, and in settings go in advanced features and go in one-handed mode. Now here you can actually use the gesture, or you can use this home button to trigger this one-handed mode as well. So all you have to do is tap on it 3 times and that will reduce the screen size. Now the next feature that I want to mention is multi-window, which is as good as ever. So to launch multi-window, we first launch one app. So for example, we launch Chrome, and then you long press on the recents button, and then it allows you to launch another app as well. So let's launch Google Play Store along with it. So now we are using 2 apps side by side. This is the easiest way to launch multi-window. Now we have got some more options here. So if I tap on this button in the middle, it allows me to switch these windows upside down, so we can do that. And then we can also set them out in a pop-up view. So for example, you see this blue line towards the Play Store, which means that this Play Store has been selected as of now. So if I tap on this pop-up button, we will now get this Play Store in the form of this floating window. Now we can tap on this button to float it in the form of an icon, and tap on it anytime that we want to use it again. So there is that, and then all I have to do is bring it all the way down like this to launch the multi-window again. And then we can use snap window as well. So snap window allows me to select a particular area of the screen and then press done, and that area of the screen will be pasted on the top, and down below I can use the other app. So this is good for copying one thing from the top of the screen to the other app if you want to do that. Now you can change these settings from the settings, go in advanced features and go in multi-window. Now here you can use the recents button to use the split screen view, or you can also set it to use the snap window, so you can go directly into the snap window mode and select an area of the screen and set it on the top and use another app down below. So you can do that, and then you can also turn on the pop-up view action. Now you can use pop-up view actions on other apps without going into the multi-window. So how you can do that? So for example, I am using Play Store and I want to use it in the form of a pop-up. So all I have to do is swipe down from the top right or left corner towards the middle of the screen, and it will turn on the pop-up window. And now I have got Play Store in the pop-up window, and I can move it around. I can minimize it, and then I can maximize it as well, and then I can make it a pop-up window as well. And then I can do the same with Google Chrome, and there you go. So you can use multiple apps like this. So let's go ahead and do this with the camera. So right now I've got 3 apps in the form of a pop-up view, and now I can minimize them all, and there you go, they will be in this floating icon. So once I tap on it, we get all the apps that are working in the pop-up view action, and then I can remove all of them. Well, not all of them, but single-handedly I can remove them as well. Moving on to the next feature, we have dual messenger here. So dual messenger allows you to use 2 Facebooks, WhatsApps, Messenger, Snapchats or Skype on your phone. So normally we cannot use 2 WhatsApp because we can only set the account with the 1 number. So let's go ahead and turn on WhatsApp. So it will install another copy of WhatsApp on my phone, and since it's a dual SIM phone and I can use 2 SIM cards, now I can use WhatsApp with both the SIM cards. So there you go. If I go back, I've got this regular WhatsApp here on the home screen, and then we get another WhatsApp right here. So we can use another account with this WhatsApp, registered with another number, the second number that you're using on your SIM. Now all the apps that support this dual messenger feature will be available here, and you can turn on this feature for them separately, and then you can use them with 2 separate accounts. Now the next feature on the list is always on display. So if I turn off my screen, it will come on now, and it will give me time, date and battery percentage as well. So I can also play around with this feature as well. So for that, all I have to do is go in settings, and in settings I have to go in lock screen and security, and here you will see this feature called always on display. Now you can set it to show always. You can turn it off and set a schedule, so it will turn on and off according to the time that you will set. And from here you can also control the content that you want to show on the lock screen. So you can choose home button and clock or information and home button only. So if I choose home button and clock or information and I turn it off, we will see a home button appear here as well. So there you go, we have time and home button here. Now from here I can choose the styles of the always on display. So we have got digital clock, analog clock, world clock, calendar, image and edge clock. So in image you can set your own image or someone else's to show on the always on display as well. And then for example, if I go in digital clock, I can change its style. So we can change the clock style. So I've got 4 options here to appear differently. You can choose your own. You can change the color, so you can go for green, blue or whatever combination that you like. And then you can also change the background. So we've got 4 options here to change the background that will appear behind this always on display. I like it to appear black, so that's how I keep it. Similarly, you can change it for all these other options. So you can change the clock style in analog clock, color, background, and do the same for all these other options. Now from here you can also change the face widgets. So if I go in here, I can control the number of face widgets that appear. So we have got music controller, today's schedule and next alarm. So how they appear is if we see here that right now we are simply shown with the time. So if I double tap on it, we get these arrows. So if I tap on them, we see the music controller, then we see the calendar, and then we see the next alarm. So we can do that, and then when we turn on the screen, they will be there instead of the time. Now we also have a secure folder on this phone. So secure folder, if you don't know, is a personal space where you can keep the copies of the apps, gallery, camera, your images, videos and whatnot in this personal separate space that no one will be able to access, because it is locked with your fingerprints and iris scanner. And you can set anything that you want privately in this secure folder. Now you can turn it on by going into the lock screen and security, and then go all the way down and you will see this secure folder. Go in here, and in here go in, set your PIN or password. You can also add your fingerprints and irises. Press next, and let's just say we give it our PIN, confirm it, and then we wait for it to create the secure folder. Now it has created the secure folder for me. So here I can add apps, I can add files, I can lock it, I can even edit apps. So whatever apps you have here and whatever data you have in those apps will be completely separate and personal from whatever you have outside of the secure folder. You can even download more apps here right from the Play Store or Galaxy App Store, or you can add any app from the from your phone as well, and then use that app as well. The last cool feature that I want to share with you finally has arrived on these Galaxy phones, and it is how you can turn off the Bixby. So we all know we have got this button here on the side to turn on Bixby. So we have Bixby here, it's a thing now on Galaxy phones, especially the S8 and Note 8. So we can turn it off. So how you can turn it off? By simply tapping on the settings button and tap on this button and go back, and then whenever you tap this button, nothing will happen, so there will be no Bixby and it will not bother you. So even if you press this button instead of the volume buttons accidentally, there will be no Bixby to turn on. So that's about it, guys. Those were the 10 cool things to do with the Galaxy Note 8. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments, or you can catch me up on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook as well. I will see you in the next video, guys. Till then, take care. Bye bye.